What's up, loves? It's Anam and welcome back to my channel. I know it has been a hot minute since I've been on here. I am so sorry. I was in London and I was trying to get videos up. I was having trouble with my Wi-Fi and then all of a sudden I ran out of storage on my laptop and I'm like, are you kidding me? So I have an external drive. I bought one and I'm trying to work out the storage space, but I wanted to make this video because I wanted to just share a little bit of my heart of what I experienced at the color conference. But before we get straight into that, if it's your first time on my channel, welcome. I post videos up every single Friday about life, beauty, organizing, and people that I do life with, so it can help encourage you. Maybe if you're in a particular season and you're going through something, I would love for people to come on my channel and just feel encouraged and inspired and even motivated. So if you want to, hit the subscribe button down below and join me. But I am going to go straight into what I'm going to be talking about, how the color conference just was unforgettable. It was so amazing. And yes, I have my water bottle here because I am just parched, and I also have some toilet paper because I might cry. But I think I did a lot of the crying at the conference, which was just so amazing, and I think ever since I've gotten back I've just been so emotional, so bear with me. I am apologizing in advance, but you know what, actually I'm not gonna apologize. Hey, that's just how I am. That's who I am. I'm an emotional person, and you know what, that's how God created me. So let's get straight into it. The color conference was simply amazing, and if you don't know what the color conference is, it is a conference for women held around the world. It's like held in 4 different states, 4 different countries, and it's hosted by Bobby Houston, who is the founding pastor with her husband Brian Houston of Hillsong. And let me just say, all the ladies should attend a color conference once in their life. It is just so amazing and unforgettable. But at this one, the topic or the theme with the whole conference was being found in the new. And one of the speakers that attended the conference, his name is Erwin McManus. He was phenomenal. I had never heard him before, and one of the things, one of his sermons that he talked about was second chances, and also, like, you know, kind of like living every single day as if it's your last, and that's a lot easier said than done. But that phrase, living every single day as if it's your last, really resonated with me, and he gave 3 observations with his sermon about second chances. And the question that he observed from was, what is it that keeps us from living the life we should live? And here are his 3 observations that he gave. 1, remember that your freedom is on the other side of your fears. 2, your greatness is on the other side of your pain. And then 3, your future is on the other side of your failures. So fears, pain, and failures. I really resonated with all of these 3 points because I feel like the last probably 5 years I actually took a lot of risks. I kind of stepped out of my bubble. I, you know, have gone through some pain, and honestly, I don't want to live a life in fear. I don't want to live a life that's safe, and I don't want to live a life where I'm too scared to make mistakes and just always do it perfect all the time, because I mean, life is messy and that's totally okay. And the best part about life is that God is going to be with you every single step of the way. And some of the examples that he gave, and I'm reading it off my phone because I don't have this whole thing memorized, but the first point was, remember that your freedom is on the other side of your fears. And one of the things is, whatever fear you have in life, or maybe it's like you maybe towards like maybe a new job or getting into a relationship or whatnot, that fear, if you hold on to it, is going to be limiting you to the possibility of what's going to be on the other side, because honestly, we don't know what the other side holds unless we actually take that step of faith. So I love that point. And then the second point was, your greatness is on the other side of your pain. And And honestly, this life is going to be full of pain. I'm just going to say that right now. It's not meant to be easy. You know, there is things in this life that will cause us pain, but you know, at the end of it, God is going to make us stronger because of it. And maybe your fear or your pain is, you know, you're afraid to love because you almost are like, hey, I don't want to get hurt in the process of it. And that can be really hard, putting yourself out there because you're being vulnerable, and the pain that even comes with it if it maybe doesn't work out is hurtful. And can I just say this right now? If it doesn't work out, it's not the end of the world. Yes, it does hurt, and you do have every right to feel that pain and go through that kind of like grieving period. It's totally okay. You're human, I'm human, and we go through things like that. But you know what the best part is that God's gonna give us peace, and God's gonna give us comfort through it all. And it just reminds me of this verse, Isaiah 55:8-9, where sometimes in our pain we'll sometimes bring God down to our level because we want almost essentially him to feel what we're feeling, or we almost control the situation. But in that verse it says his ways are higher than our ways and his thoughts are higher than our thoughts. And I'm so glad for that, because God has the best in store for us. Sometimes it might just be the wrong timing, or maybe it's just something different and you just have to go through what you had to go through in order to see the beauty behind it. So that resonated with me a lot. And then the third point was, your future is on the other side of your failures. And I absolutely love this because failures is huge. Like, no one really talks about failures. Everyone talks about maybe like their successes, which is great, but I feel like you learn a lot from your failures because that's how you can become successful. And I just want to encourage you that in your failures, God is never going to fail you. That's not in his nature. That's not who he is. He is always going to stand by you. He's always going to cheer you on, and he is always going to walk with you through any situation that you might be facing or any storm that you're facing. So this really resonated with me. I absolutely loved it, and I took it home with me. And so, long story short, I just want to live out each day as if it were my last, going through maybe these fears, going through these pains, going through these failures, because it's going to help mold me into the person that God has created me to be, and ultimately just share the good news of who Jesus is with everyone else out there. So I hope you all enjoyed that, or that encouraged you in any way. If it did, please let me know in the comment section down below, and I would love to read your comments about it. And if you liked this video, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. And I'm really excited about next week because we are not off the topic of London. I am going to have my good friend Kennedy with me, and we are going to be trying British candy. I've never tried British candy. I have it under my table actually, and I want to eat it so bad, but I'm super excited to do that with you. It's just going to be a fun, lighthearted video, so stay tuned for next week. I'm so excited for next week. I hope you all have a great week, and I love you all so much.